What is the p-value? Is it a probability, or are you trying to mislead us by getting some name that starts with p and is not a probability? So yes, it is a probability. Is it a probability? Is the p-value the probability that the null hypothesis is true? No. Is the p-value the probability that the null hypothesis is false? No. Then what is the p-value? The p-value is the probability of observing the data that we see given that the null hypothesis is true. Usually the null hypothesis is stating that everything is as usual. Let's say that we develop a new pill that cures something, then the null hypothesis with this would be everything is as usual, which means the pill does not cure anything. Everything is as usual. Then how would we know if the pill works or not in this case of the p-value? What we would do is would set up some kind of a trial, and in this trial we would give the pill to 1,000 people and we would give a dummy pill to another 1,000 people. And then of course, everything is randomly chosen, etc. And then we would see how many of the people on the control group were cured and how many of the people on the treatment group were cured. All this given the assumption that the pill does not cure, that the null hypothesis is usually everything is as usual, and this is what we are assuming here, that everything is as usual, meaning that the pill does not cure anything because nothing new, nothing is new. The pill is not doing, the world is the same. No pill was found that cures people. Okay, so we look at the group at the 1,000 people, and we look then at the treatment, the people who got the treatment of the pill, and then we do a check. And then we check what is the p-value, which is how many of the people got cured. And we set this threshold to a threshold that if, let's say, the chances of someone getting cured sporadically without any pill is having some kind of distribution. Let's say that we have a normal distribution, just the Gaussian Bell distribution, and this is the usual chance that someone would get cured without taking any pill, and then we set a threshold of 5%. This is the usual threshold that we set with p-values, and we also call it alpha. So what is the alpha? Alpha is a threshold on the probability distribution. What is p-value? P-value is the actual value that we got under the assumption that the pill does not do anything. And if we see that on this probability distribution of people getting cured, our p-value got a value more extreme than the usual, and now it's on the 2%, then it's so extreme because it's much more extreme than 5%, the threshold that we have set. So we did get a value which is equal or more extreme than the alpha that we have set, because if there is some kind of distribution of people that are getting cured randomly and we gave them the pill, and now this amount of people that got cured does not match our previous distribution but is more extreme than 5%, then we say that the probability, the p-value, is more extreme than alpha, it's larger than alpha, and therefore we reject the null hypothesis. But it's still possible that we reject the null hypothesis while actually the pill does not cure. And we call this type 1 error. And if we do not reject the null hypothesis while the pill is actually curing, this would be type 2 error. Okay, so we look at the results and we decide that because the value that we got is much more extreme than alpha 5%, and what is the value that we got? The p-value. Let's say it's 1%. Then in this case, we're going to decide that the pill is effective, or that we actually reject another hypothesis that the pill is not effective. Another important thing is, while we reject or do not reject another hypothesis, it's also important to see what is the effect. Because if the effect is so small, if we would measure 1 billion people, and the effect is going to be so small, but would still be a little bit more extreme, then maybe it's not worth. So those are two things. One is the judgment, if to actually then afterwards use the pill. There could be side effects. And then the resolution of the p-value.